What if the world's most feared dictator wasn't hiding in darkness but basking in gold, surrounded by palaces built to survive nuclear war? In North Korea, Kim Jong Un doesn't just lead, he dominates with invisible force, secret tunnels, and billion-dollar indulgences. While his people endure famine and blackouts, he dines on Kobe beef, sails aboard luxury yachts, and collects designer jets like trophies. This isn't leadership, it's unchecked power cloaked in silk and steel. Hit like and subscribe because what you're about to discover will shock you. World of unimaginable wealth, hidden terror, and a dictatorship unlike anything you've ever seen. While most North Koreans struggle to survive on rationed rice and flickering candlelight, Kim Jong Un lives in a parallel world woven from gold, silk, and reinforced steel. His everyday life resembles that of an emperor, not a modern head of state feasting on Kobe beef and sipping fine Bordeaux while the nation endures blackouts and famine. Each year, he reportedly spends over $30 million on luxury wine alone, more than the annual food aid provided by the United Nations to North Korea. His motorcade glitters with gold-plated limousines, and his private residences are built like wartime bunkers equipped with underground tunnels, blast-proof walls, and 24/7 military protection. But make no mistake, this isn't simply extravagance, it's control. Through designer watches, imported liquors, and lavish mansions, Kim buys the silence of his elite circle. In North Korea, loyalty isn't earned, it's purchased, and every Rolex handed out is a reminder of who holds the leash. But where does this unimaginable wealth come from in a country under heavy sanctions and economic isolation? The answer lies beneath the surface, both literally and figuratively. Kim Jong Un's fortune is built on vast, untouched mineral reserves valued at an estimated $10 trillion, including rare earth metals, gold, and coal resources that remain tightly controlled by the regime. Beyond that, his empire thrives on illegal arms sales, cyber theft, and black market trade, with secret investments funneled into offshore tax havens from Singapore to the British Virgin Islands. He is believed to own multiple luxury properties in Asia, hidden behind shadow corporations and shell companies designed to mask his trail. Every dollar is protected by layers of deception, and every asset serves a purpose: to preserve power, reward loyalty, and keep the outside world guessing. But beneath the opulence lies something far more dangerous, a system where absolute control is not just political, but financial, personal, and deeply terrifying. In North Korea, Kim Jong Un doesn't just control the government, he controls the ground beneath every citizen's feet. From vast coal fields to rich veins of gold and rare earth metals crucial for global technology, Kim commands an underground empire worth an estimated $10 trillion. Nothing moves without his approval. These resources, largely untapped due to sanctions and secrecy, represent more than economic potential, they are the foundation of his personal fortune and political stranglehold. In most countries, natural wealth belongs to the people. In North Korea, it belongs to one man. This is not wealth earned through innovation or enterprise, it is wealth extracted silently, ruthlessly, and without consent from a nation held hostage by fear. And with absolute control comes absolute paranoia. Kim's residences aren't homes, they are war-ready fortresses. Behind electric fences and landmines lie billion-dollar compounds fortified with Olympic-sized pools, luxury spas, and underground bunkers lined with steel and lead. His seaside estate in Wonsan, for instance, blends tropical opulence with militarized security, a retreat featuring a private island, luxury yachts, and imported wine flown in weekly, even under sanctions. Another property, known only as Residence Number 26, boasts a private cinema, banquet halls, a firing range, and even a personal horse racetrack. But beneath the surface literally are secret tunnels, armored vaults, and escape routes known only to Kim. These aren't mansions. They are castles of indulgence built for survival, designed to protect a ruler who knows the world is watching, and possibly waiting. Kim Jong Un doesn't take commercial flights, not when he can rule the skies like a king. At the heart of his airborne empire is a Soviet-era Ilyushin IL-62M, heavily modified into his personal Air Force Un. Inspired by America's Air Force One, the jet is a flying palace, white leather interiors, mahogany tables, crystal ashtrays, and encrypted communications that allow Kim to rule in the air as he does on land. Accompanying it is a Ukrainian-built Antonov 148, used for stealth travel to nearby allies like China. Even more unnerving, Kim has built private airstrips across the country, allowing his jets to land directly next to his hidden palaces far from the public eye. In 2017, he was even spotted piloting a plane himself, a symbolic gesture that in North Korea, not even the cockpit is beyond the grip of total control. But when he isn't commanding from the skies, Kim turns to the seas with equal force. His personal superyacht, valued between $7 to $8 million, is a floating fortress designed to rival the leisure crafts of global billionaires. On board, guests are surrounded by Italian leather sofas, hand-carved teak, marble floors, and private dining salons fit for royalty. But beyond its elegance, the yacht serves a more ominous role, hosting secret diplomatic meetings far from satellite surveillance, where power can be traded in whispers and sealed behind cigar smoke and wine. This maritime stronghold is just one part of Kim's floating empire. He also commands a fleet of smaller boats used for elite getaways, surveillance missions, or ferrying trusted insiders between coastal palaces. On these waters, there are no borders, no questions, only raw, polished power. And just as he rules the seas with opulence and paranoia, Kim controls the land with an army of machines. His personal garage is a fortress on wheels, housing over 100 ultra-luxury vehicles worth more than $100 million combined. Among them are Rolls-Royces, Range Rovers, custom Lamborghinis, and an array of Mercedes Maybachs. But one vehicle towers above the rest: Kim's prized Mercedes Maybach S600 Guard, a $7 million behemoth built like a presidential tank. It's fully bulletproof, blast-resistant, and outfitted with run-flat tires and an independent oxygen supply. This isn't just a car, it's a rolling survival capsule, engineered to withstand assassination attempts and chemical attacks. And when Kim travels, he doesn't simply arrive, he makes an entrance. His motorcades, with blacked-out limousines and armed guards in perfect formation, are choreographed shows of strength. Every route is rehearsed, every car secured. Reportedly driving luxury cars by age 7 under his father's watch, Kim's obsession with vehicular power was born early. Today, he no longer plays with toy cars, he rides in machines built to intimidate, to endure, and to remind the world, power travels in armor. In a nation where most citizens can't afford a warm meal, Kim Jong Un carved an icy monument to extravagance high in North Korea's mountains. Welcome to Secretive Ski Resort, a $30 million personal fantasy project featuring 9 alpine-style slopes, high-speed lifts, and snow machines imported from Europe. Marketed to rival the elite resorts of the Alps, the reality is more surreal than glamorous. A single ski pass here reportedly costs as much as an average North Korean's monthly wage. Locals are strictly prohibited, and few international tourists dare visit. The slopes remain eerily silent, a frozen cathedral of unchecked power, built not for recreation, but to showcase the sheer reach of one man's will. Even under heavy international sanctions, Kim smuggled in banned equipment, circumvented oversight, and reportedly visited the construction site over 140 times, obsessing over every detail of a resort that no one uses. But Kim's appetite for indulgence doesn't end in the mountains, it continues on the dining table. According to South Korean intelligence, he spends more than $30 million annually on gourmet food and fine wine. His wine of choice: aged Bordeaux, allegedly consumed by the bottle, sometimes 10 in a single night. The menu at his banquets reads like something from a royal court: Kobe beef from Japan, Iranian caviar, Thai mangoes, Chinese melons, and Danish pork, all flown in weekly, regardless of cost or embargo. Meanwhile, the average North Korean family often survives on cornmeal and foraged grass. But for Kim, food isn't just sustenance, it's performance, a stage where luxury becomes identity and excess becomes a statement. And it doesn't stop with what's on his plate. Kim's obsession with luxury extends into the absurd. In 2015, he reportedly spent a staggering $8.3 million just on black pepper, a common spice most North Koreans will never even taste. His shopping list includes luxury cosmetics, designer fishing gear, Russian stallions, custom umbrellas, and high-end fitness equipment worth millions. These aren't just items, they are symbols. In a land where central heating is a privilege and hunger is widespread, Kim surrounds himself with scented candles, silk linens, and Swiss furnishings, as if to seal himself inside a fantasy detached from the suffering he governs. This isn't accidental, it's calculated. Because when you hold absolute power, even your dinner plate, your snow resort, and your pepper grinder aren't about comfort, they're about control. In Kim Jong Un's North Korea, loyalty isn't earned through ideology or patriotism, it's bought, packaged, and delivered with a price tag. According to intelligence reports, Kim has spent nearly $4 billion not on national development or healthcare, but on gifts designed to secure silence and obedience from his inner circle. Think luxury watches, fur coats, rare vintage liquor, and loose diamonds, items that might seem like indulgences but, in his world, function as currency. Every gift is a calculated move to flatter egos and bind generals to his will. These aren't just tokens, they're tools. In a country ruled by fear, gratitude is measured in carats, not conscience. By flooding his elite officials with wealth, Kim has created what many analysts call a fortress of dependence. In this closed loop of privilege and paranoia, betrayal becomes nearly impossible, not because of loyalty, but because of total personal investment in the system. The cost of turning against Kim isn't just political, it means losing everything. In this kingdom of favors, disobedience equals exile or worse. This isn't generosity, it's cold-blooded strategy. And it works. Power in North Korea is built not on belief, but on indulgence, where every general and official is reminded daily that their luxury lifestyle exists only because Kim allows it. But Kim's obsession with control extends beyond politics, it enters the surreal. Determined to preserve a family cult of personality, he reportedly underwent plastic surgery to look more like his grandfather, Kim Il-sung, not just mimicking his features, but even altering his weight and posture to mirror the former eternal leader. His paranoia runs so deep that he travels with a private, armored toilet, built into his convoy, just to prevent his biological waste from falling into the wrong hands. Even his waistline is a state secret, guarded as fiercely as missile plans. The same man who rules through missiles and military drills is also said to own over 20 grand pianos, not for music but for appearance. Because in Kim's world, even silence must look magnificent. This is not leadership. It's theater performed behind velvet curtains, under chandeliers, and within marble halls. Kim Jong Un's life is a bizarre spectacle of control, paranoia, and decadence, where every detail from designer decor to the scent of his candles is choreographed for dominance. But behind the armored limousines and golden palaces lies a darker truth: no fortress is thick enough to hide the cruelty it was built to protect. His story isn't just about unchecked extravagance, it's a stark warning of how absolute power, left unchallenged, twists into delusion. While millions suffer in silence, one man dines like an emperor and builds bunkers for a kingdom of fear. This isn't just a biography. It's a mirror and a question: what happens when luxury forgets humanity? If Kim Jong Un's chilling world of gold, fear, and absolute control shocked you, hit like, subscribe, and join us as we uncover more hidden truths behind dictatorships. Do you think loyalty should be bought with diamonds and fear? Share your thoughts in the comments below.